How to show peaks in Origin. Whether you need good help, a genius writer, a brainy tutor, or a data analyst, Intudo4U has them all. It's like having a research dream team on demand. And if you are new here, then subscribe now for more amazing video just like that. In this video, we will talk how to find peaks in a given plot and how to label them. So, let's start with the first one. Here in this plot, this is based on a 2-column data, and here the plot is, which is having many peaks in it. Now, one way we do the labeling of these peaks manually, and another way is to do it automatically with the help of Origin. So, first, to do it automatically, select the plot and go to Analysis and then Peaks, and Baseline and Peak Analyzer, and we go to Open Dialog, and here as usual it will show us the preview of the plot, so let's maximize this one. And here we will go to the option Find Peaks, and let's click this one and go next, and here it says that what is supposed to be the baseline mode, so we will select the baseline mode as constant, and which is this red line which is shown here. We click next, and here it is saying that subtract the baseline, so we will leave this thing as it is. And we go next, and here we are with the auto find of the peaks. So, it will analyze the plot and it will find the peaks itself. So, click find and we see that it has found the peaks, and the peaks are this, and this. Let's finish this one, and now we are having all the 5 peaks here. This is the baseline, and now if I go to the data, then inside the data I will see that this is the baseline data and this is the peak data. So look here, that these are the locations on the x-axis of the peaks and these are their respective intensities. So we are having 5 peaks as a whole, and this is the data of those 5 peaks. So, automatically, our Origin can find peaks for US, and if I want to edit these peaks, let me remove this one. If I want to edit this peak, then, for example, I want to raise the height of it. So if I select one, then all are selected and all of them are moving up. To select only one peak label from here, I click it once and then click it again after a while, then it will just show these dots around it, and now this one can be individually moved or down. So, to treat one, we can do like this, while for all we can just click and then all will be selected. Now, if I want to change this label and this line is here, which is by default of this size, select the peaks and then double click them, and a menu will appear, and here we will have some options to change, and if I go to the symbol, then this symbol is here, and I can see that it is showing me here. This is the peak first actually, and the symbol for it is this one, and the size of it is 15. I can change the size, let's say to 30, and I do apply. And you see that it has changed all of them to 30. Now they are visible as they are grouped together. If I want to change only one, then I will have to unselect all of them, and then only this one is selected, and I can change for this one only. So, for the one we can change, similarly, we can change for all of them. We can change their size by selecting them, and then with the Ctrl plus Shift and key we can increase the label size. So, we can do a bit of editing with peaks, and this way we can find peaks in an Origin file. And if you have any questions or want to know more and need the best guidance, then visit Intudo4U for expert guidance and tutors. They are always ready to help whenever you need. In order to find weaks in a complex plot, for example, in FTIR plot where there are so many oscillations, then it is really very hard to find peaks with the help of auto find. For example, I select this one and then I go to Analysis and then Peaks and Baseline, Peak Analyzer, and Open Dialog. And now I select peaks in this one, so find peaks here and next, in it will ask for the baseline, keep it as constant, next, and now find the peaks, and you see that it has found peaks up to 317 peaks. So, they are almost not readable, but if I select the zoom option, then I can see that all the peaks have been found accurately. So let's finish this one. And now if I zoom some portion of it, for example, this portion I have zoomed, and I can see that it has found peaks to almost all the peaks over there, and here they are. So for such a portion, we will have to zoom on that one and then find peaks, or find peaks first and then zoom the portion of our interest, and it will find all the peaks and level them automatically. But most of the time we don't need for FTIR such kind of peaks. We are having a situation, and the situation is like this one, that we will have to find peaks, and the peaks are less, not that much. So, automatic peak finding will find all the peaks, which will be the result of the oscillations as well. So, one way is, we smooth the data and we find peaks, because in FTIR, we are not interested in the peaks here, they are here, but we are interested only, for example, in this peak, and this absorption, and so on. To do such kind of labeling, it is very easy to use this tool which we call the annotation. So, click on the annotation and now zoom this figure a bit more, so let me zoom that a bit more and then go on with the annotation tool. Now, here if, for example, I am interested in this peak, that what's the location of this peak. I will click here once. And then when it is on the right location I can double click. So, with double clicking, it will annotate me the X and the Y values. Later on, I can change them. So, here means, here I just place the cursor and I click, and once it is click I double click, then it will show me the next value. Similarly, I am interested in this peak, so I will just click here. Let me click at the right location and then double click, so it will paste the value. Similarly, here it's the right location, double click here. And similarly, I find this peak as well and double click. Now, I have found almost all the peaks here. And the one that I want to find for this one as well here, and I double click and it has given me the value here. Now, I can't do some adjustment to them. The very first thing I want to keep only the X value and not the Y value, so starting from here, double click here and I see that in the legend it is having the dollar symbol and then the X. So I will have to remove the Y and then this bracket as well. So, now the value is only this one and I say OK. Similarly, this one I can do the same for all of them. Now, as all the peaks are done, so if I want to move this peak a bit down, then I will have to select this one, and with the help of the arrows key, I will have to move it down, and you see that it is changing the size of this bar here automatically. Similarly, this one. And now our peaks are being labeled. We can even change or write something with this one. For example, I just want to say that over here, this is actually the bond between carbon and oxygen, and I say OK. So it has shown us here that this is actually the peak is here and this is the bond between this one. So, I can annotate it as I like. I can change the size of this by selecting this one and then Ctrl plus Shift and key. I can increase the size. I can even change this label as well as I did earlier, double click this one and now its width is, for example, 0.5. So I can change this to 5, for example, and now it is here, so it's very big, and let me change it to just 2 here and change the color of it in order to change it from the actual plot. So, we can do such annotations to the peaks. And this way we can label our peaks very easily as compared to the automatic findings. Thank you for watching.